Hey everyone, welcome to the SS Academy. In this video, we're going to continue seeing our text and we're going to write our text inside this body tag. Okay, so I can say that we're going to have fun now. So let's first of all remove this because I don't like this anymore. So guys, first of all, I want to write headings for my web page. For example, if I go to my web page like this, you can see here I just see hello world, I'm here. And let's first of all refresh this page. You can see nothing have here. I have here nothing because I remove all the things. But I want to write here a heading. For example, if you work with the web page and you should write the heading to your web page. Let's see how we can do this with our heading tags. Okay guys, first of all, I'm gonna write here the less than sign and I'm gonna write here h and let's write 1. Okay, and I'm gonna just close this tag here. And we should what we said in the HTML we have the starting tags and we have ending tags. Let's write our ending tag here. I'm gonna say the / and h1 and this is it. You can see this is my beginning of and my ending tags. Okay, now in here let's write our description or let's write our model here. Okay, I'm gonna write here, hey, this is heading. Okay, and if I save this file, if I go to my web page and let's refresh this, you can see this is hey, this is a heading. And I'm gonna show you something, guys. Let's just make this okay like this. It is good. So guys, you can see here when I write h1 here, my heading is too big. For example, if you want to say no, it is too big for me, I don't want, I would love to a little bit small heading here. I'm gonna write here h2, okay, actually h2, and I'm gonna just save this file and let's just refresh this. You can see here when I write h2, my heading is a little bit smaller here. For example, let's write here h5. Okay, I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna say h5. Let's come here again and I'm gonna say refresh this page. You can see, and I can see my heading here, but I can say that I hardly see this. And last of all, let's write here 6, and here also I'm gonna write 6. Okay, let's save this and refresh. You can see this is my another heading. So, but I don't want to write this heading like this. Let's just write here h3, and I'm gonna write h3, and let's just refresh this. Okay, and I will just remove this. I'm gonna say SS Academy. Okay. If I refresh this, I will see here SS Academy. So let's continue. For example, let's say if you have something and you want to paragraph them. Okay, well, let's say you work with a article or something like this and you want to write paragraph. I can come here and I can say, I can create paragraph tags here. Okay, you can see if I click enter, actually, let's just write like this and I'm gonna just write here paragraph. Okay, you can see this is my paragraph text. Whatever you write here, I'm gonna write this is my paragraphs. Okay, if I refresh this, you can see this is my paragraphs. Let's write this one more time. I'm gonna say paragraph and I'm gonna write this is another paragraph. Okay, and I'm gonna just say /p and the closing. Okay, let's refresh this. You can see this is another paragraphs. And you see down here, it is completely different than writing here the basically things. Okay, if you run this page, you can see this is like this. And if you, for example, click enter and if you write other things here, if you refresh this page, you're gonna see like this. Okay, by the way, when I click enter, you can see my other random numbers go completely after this random letters. Okay, but when I also I wrote here enter, let's write the gaps, white spaces. If I run this, refresh this page, you can see the HTML don't read these white spaces. Okay, so guys, I can say that how many spaces you write here, it doesn't matter for the HTML. Okay, you can see I wrote so many white spaces. If you run this page, nothing changed there. And I can say that if you want to write white spaces in the HTML, you should write a, let's just remove them. Okay, you should write a new tag, and that tag is called break. Okay, let's come here and I'm gonna say my name. Okay, and I'm gonna write here is SS. Okay, if I run this page, you can see it will be like this. My name is SS, but I want to see this like this. What I can do, I can break this code here. I'm gonna say B and R tag, and I'm gonna say just close. Okay, and when I refresh this page, I'm gonna say the same thing as I wrote here. My name is SS. But you can ask me, you can see here, always I said in the HTML tags, we have the starting point and we have the ending point. But in the break tag, BR tag, we just have a one ending starting point and we don't have any ending point. It's because BR tag or the break tag is the one-way tag. Okay, it is called the one-way tag. And if you just write BR just one time, you will see your result correctly. Okay, guys, so it doesn't matter after this break, you write whatever here. If you write my name and break is SS, okay, if you run this page, you will see the same thing. Or let's come here, let's remove this. You can see I just wrote my name and I wrote break tag and I say is SS. Okay, let's come here again and you can see I'm seeing the same thing. Okay, guys, let's continue. And I just wanted to show you that you can see this paragraphs completely different than other things you write here. Okay, whatever you write between this paragraph text, you're gonna see your paragraph. And by default, when you write paragraph here, by default your HTML will write here a gap. You can see like this, but in here it didn't write any gap. Okay, guys, let's continue. I want to just remove this because I just wrote this for explaining you. So let's continue. For example, let's say I want to write here something. For example, I want to write this paragraph to be bold. Okay, what I should do, I want to come here and I'm going to say less than sign and the B and the closing this tag. Okay, and I'm going to write here the same thing. I'm going to write /B and the close this. Okay, when you come here, you can see the HTML kind of like emphasize this text, and that means this is the starting point and this is ending point. Okay, if you refresh this page, you can see the paragraph became bold. Okay, let's do the same thing for our other paragraph. I'm gonna say B and I'm gonna just come here and I'm gonna say /B and the greater than sign. Okay, you can see all of this became paragraph. For example, I want to write this my word italic. Okay, let's come here. I'm gonna say I, and let's come here. I'm gonna say I, and before doing this / and the closing. Okay, when you run this, you can see this my became italic. Okay, let's come here. Let's do the same thing for another. I'm gonna write here the less than sign I and the closing this, and let's come here the / I and the closing this again. Okay, guys, so let's refresh this. You can see this another became the italic. Okay, let's do the one more thing. I think it is much more complex than before. For example, I want to write this paragraph both italic and bold here. I will just come here, okay, and I'm gonna say the italic, okay, I, and I'm gonna write here the same thing. What is the problem here? Oh, it's because I didn't write here my /. Okay, if I refresh this page, you can see this paragraph became both italic and also bold. Okay, guys. I want to come here and I want to write basic text here. Hey, my name is SS and I have 100,000 students. Okay, if I refresh this, I'm gonna say, hey, my name is SS and I have 100,000 students. For example, I want to make this SS, or I want to make this 100,000 a little bit bigger. Okay, what I can do, I can come here and I can say I can write here big tag. Okay, using this big tag, I can write my word much more bigger, or I can use other tags for writing my words smaller. For example, I want to write big. Okay, and I'm gonna write here the big again, but before writing big, we should write here the / big and closing this. Okay, if you refresh this, you can see this big is a little bit bigger. Sorry guys, this 100,000 a little bit bigger. Okay, so we can change this to small. I'm gonna say small here, and also here I'm gonna write small. Okay, and if I refresh this, you can see it is smaller now. Okay guys, for example, let's come here. I want to write, for example, I want to give a horizontal line from across my web page. What I can do, I can come here and I can say after this paragraph, I want to write a horizontal line across my web page. I'm just gonna come here and I'm gonna say the HR. Okay, and I'm gonna say just close this. Okay, if I refresh this page, you can see I have a line after this paragraph. Okay, between these paragraphs, I have one horizontal line here. So let's write one more H and R, and let's save this. Let's just refresh. You can see I have two horizontal lines here. So guys, I think for this lesson, it is good to see all these tags. Let's finish this lesson here, and we're gonna see more tags in the next lectures.